Libra, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via tarot astrology and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Libra. I hope that things are going well for you. When I'm recording, these messages are always timeless, side note, but when I am recording, Mercury just went into retrograde. It's in Sagittarius, and anytime Mercury goes into retrograde, it really messes with thinking, with communication, kind of more those intellectual pursuits where we need to be conscious, we need to be mindful, not only of how we're communicating, but who we're communicating with. Meaning that if things seem too good to be true, especially right now, there's this quote unquote snake charmer energy where if we are not paying attention, it's easy for people, situations to pull one over on us. And if you're having some inclinations toward this, some red flags, definitely pay attention to your intuition. Neptune is in retrograde in Pisces right now. And even though retrograde forces us to look at things that aren't really working or things that might not be true, at the same time, Neptune in Pisces really heightens, amplifies intuition. And we're being forced in the collective to rely more on that than what's going on in front of our face. It's that reading between the lines energy. Not to say be paranoid or crazy or make yourself crazy. Please don't. There's always a way to find grounding and balance, but don't take everything at face value is what I'm getting at. So we'll start with this energy cleansing, set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. It's a really good time for you to set your own intention. A great way to personalize these collective readings. Any messages you would like Spirit to deliver or questions you would like Spirit to answer, definitely be open to receive. I also offer a variety of services like tarot reading, astrology, mediumship, if you want me to look at your personal situation, what's specifically going on for you. And I do pranic energy healing as well as Ayurvedic wellness consultations. So aligning our mind, body, soul. And when we are aligned, when we are grounded, when we're centered, it gives us the ability to make decisions that we're actually happy with, that actually bring happiness and fulfillment. So hit me up. All that info is in the description box below. I would love to connect. I would love to support in any way possible. All right, Libra, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. All right, Libra, let's get into it. So there is some tension in the astrology lately. It's not anything unexpected. I'm not necessarily seeing that. It's more like forcing us to deal with things that are in front of our face, and especially places where maybe our ego is taking a hard hit, where it hurts emotionally. We want validation. We want people to see, to understand, to give us the credit where credit is due. At the same time, if we're not experiencing that, we need to be giving it to ourselves. And that's the name of the game right now. It's this rebalancing. It's finding a rebalancing around things, people, situations that you've invested into where there is not reciprocity, where there's not that equal give and take. And people who are kind of intentionally blocking your path, creating obstacles or blocks, like I said. Overarching energy this week is guardian angel. So I love this for you, Libra, because it does talk about a lot of protection. It talks about as you're moving through change and transition, i.e. releasing, letting go. You have been in an active process of doing this. We all have collectively. Pluto finally entered into Aquarius, whoop whoop. So basically setting the stage for the next 18 years or so, where this is an opportunity to really invest in things that make us happy, that make us fulfilled, that is our quote unquote utopia, and release the things that don't. And unfortunately or not, people, situations are coming out of the woodwork. We've been seeing this. And now it's this opportunity to take that information and do something with it. It looks like you are coming out of a hard cycle. And I think you are celebrating your success 100%. I don't think this is completely over and done with, because there's still this level of protection that, you need to have, or spirit is putting over you. I've been seeing a lot in the collective how tying up loose ends is important right now, or it's a main theme. And so it makes a lot of sense why spirit would bring in that protection for you, because there is 100% with this strength card, there is going to be a little bit more for you to go through. I feel like within yourself, you've made a lot of peace. You've made a lot of headway around healing, around releasing, around letting go of people and situations that just really aren't vibing with you, for you. It's not easy, because in some ways we want to believe in the best in people or in situations. That Jupiter square to Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces as well, though, so it's also another great opportunity to listen to our instincts, especially around the things that need a little bit more work and refinement. If you're not feeling settled, satisfied in where you're at, there's a reason, right? And it's not just, it's not just like looking for something new, something bigger, better. I don't get that vibe from you. I just feel like this general sense of discontent as to how things maybe have gone, dealing with someone or something that just couldn't get it together, maybe even investing in this person or situation for a long time, and you have chosen to walk away. We see that with this Three of Wands, Three of Fire exploration card. Sun in Aries is all about you choosing to do you, right? I love that. I love that, Libra. You choosing yourself first, and in a way where it is empowering. It's not you being an asshole and saying F you to everyone. I don't get that. I feel like with this Sun of Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, people, situations that have just not gotten on the bandwagon in time. And you have had to actively release those things. Thank goodness this week you are in this space of celebration for your success, for your victory. But you can kind of sense something in the background. I don't know. Life feels a little bleak right now is what I'm seeing, with hope being blocked, because things are just not, I think that even though you're happy, even though that you made it through something difficult, there is, like I said, still that energy of discontent where it's still grief. It's mourning the past, mourning what didn't work out in the way that you had hoped or anticipated. No matter how hard you worked is what I'm hearing. You gave someone something, a lot of time, a lot of space, a lot of energy to do what they wanted to do, but unfortunately, they weren't interested in connection, collaboration with you, right? And for you, it meant, well, let me see if I can do it from this viewpoint, this perspective. Let me see if I can take this approach. And weren't really recognizing the signals that were beneath the surface. I was talking about that at the very beginning of the reading, where we do have to read between the lines. I do feel like you are. I do feel like you're coming to a point. I'm hearing like you're coming up for air, coming up, from the water, coming up for air, period, right? Where you can finally breathe. I feel that, like that prana, that life force moving through you, Libra. And, I think in a lot of ways, someone lied. Someone wasn't really divulging the truth. And maybe you still don't even recognize or see that. It's a really good week to give yourself a little break, is what I'm hearing. Take a break and reflect. Take some time to understand what you're coming from, who you are dealing with, why this is being separated. There's a lot of valuable information that you need embedded in this. And I think it's also catering more towards your strength, towards what is coming as things progress. Someone is looking out for their own success, Moon in Taurus, making plans of action to, make it more difficult is what I see. Even though they display this energy of let's work it out, or I'm trying to do better by you, or, there's refinement. They're believing in this refinement. A lot of it is excuses. It's excuses because they're taking so long, because they can't give you what you want and what you need. Yet they want you to stay around, right? Let's see where their energy's at towards you. Because they're coming in with something more. And I do feel for some of you, it's going to be an offer. I feel this deception. Yeah, you feel it 100% too. It's going to completely change the trajectory. Like, I feel like someone is planning to re-enter. Again, you know this. You feel this, you sense this. Maybe it's taken longer than what you thought because your intuition has been telling you for some time. Maybe it's taken a little bit longer to get here. And so you're feeling like, well, maybe I am the crazy one. There might even be a little bit of gaslighting in this relationship. They are willing to go above and beyond to deceive, not to create fear or anxiety, but in this way that when this person doesn't like what you say, what you do, they get really emotional and they do say F you, right? They do rebel. They do kind of find ways to stick it to you. And that's what Spirit wants you to be aware of. I feel like you've had a lot of protection from this person. Maybe you've given them a lot of credit, a lot of, accolades, put them up on a pedestal when they don't deserve it. This is a good looking dude, right? Clean cut, looks like you can trust him, etc. And on a good day, you can trust the Knight of Pentacles. But at the same time, he takes so effing long to get to his destination, and he's super stubborn, in a way where it's his way or the highway. And he doesn't like people that veer out of that, right? That people that have maybe a different approach, a different belief system. Calling you out. I feel like this person definitely wants to be in control, even though they don't really know what they're trying to be in control of. Maybe of you, but I don't see that you're super connected to this person in a way where you've broken ties, right? You're already in this place where I'm done, I'm over this. I'm celebrating my victories of release, of letting go, of moving on. They might have a pattern of coming back in, right? Right now, Black Moon Lilith is in opposition to Chiron, as well as to Venus. So that makes it really hard if you have a weak spot for someone. If you have a soft spot, is what I mean. That would have been a better way to say it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, pay attention, 100%. Spirit, the cards never lie. Heightened awareness, see the signs, spirit guidance, right? So staying tuned in, Libra, this week. Understanding that you are seeing some of these synchronicities, some of these things manifest. Stay quiet, stay still, stay in that meditative state. Don't try to do anything this week is what I'm seeing. I feel like this is more a week of receiving, quote unquote, like receiving information, taking a look, being an observer. Again, Mercury is in retrograde, so we don't want to act too hastily. That's where it's going to get us into trouble. I don't necessarily see you doing that, okay? But you have had struggles using your discernment in the past. Actually, when I was shuffling before this reading, that card kept coming up, and I kept getting this message that there's this, like, it's not a bad on you. It's just sometimes you don't see people for their true colors. You're giving them too much credit, too much of a benefit of the doubt. When you're getting those red flags, Libra, make sure that you're making adjustments with your interaction or how much you're engaging with these people and situations. You don't have to put yourself in the drama for no reason, or because you believe someone will change or they're better, or you can see the better part of their soul. There's a lot of reasons why we justify it, but there's this need to see the truth, be guided, and trust your inner knowing. If something is showing you, telling you who they are, believe it. Just believe it. That's all you have to do. I hope that this helped. Thank God this is the energy only for next week. I hope it helped, Libra. I hope it wasn't too heavy. The readings have been a little bit heavy. We're approaching a new moon, so it's a really good time to release. As we saw in your reading, what you are doing, release, let go, and look forward, look towards the future. There's a lot of blessings on the horizon. I feel like these are things that Spirit has specifically protected for you. It's just been getting through the muck, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and using that as guidance. All right, Libra, thank you so much for your time and energy always. I hope you found messages that resonate. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, I love to connect or just share in a little love, little TLC. Know that I am sending all the love and blessings your way.